Good morning, students. So we will continue over the next video. Okay, video 6 of class 10 mathematics. So in the previous video we have already discussed questions up to question number 18. So all of you kindly open page number 14, okay, of your maths book. So till 18 we have already solved. I have given question number 19 to be homework, but no one have sent me the answer. Okay, so you try it. Question number 19, it is very easy. So I will discuss from 20 today. Okay, question number 20. So all of you kindly read the question, okay, and understand it. So question number 20 to 24, all the question are same. Okay, so I will do one or two question and rest will be homework because all the questions are of same time. Okay, so if you read the question number 1. So question is, a furniture dealer in Delhi supplied goods worth rupees 45,000 or it's 4,50,000. Okay, so a furniture dealer in Delhi supplied goods worth rupees 4,50,000 to a dealer in Chennai and sold goods worth rupees 6 lakh in retail within Delhi. The total value of his receipt was 8 lakh, and if he purchased his entire stock from manufacturer in Delhi, then find the net IGST, net CGST and SGST payable by him, and the rate of GST is given. So you have to understand that a furniture dealer that was in Delhi supplied a good worth rupees 4,50,000 to a dealer in Chennai. That means the dealer in Delhi supplied to a dealer in Chennai, okay, for a goods worth rupees 4,50,000 and sold good worth rupees 6 lakh in retail within Delhi. And that furniture dealer that was in Delhi, he again sold some other goods for price of rupees 6 lakh within the Delhi, okay, and his receipt, total value of his receipt was 8 lakh, okay, and if he purchases entire stock from the manufacturer in Delhi, then we need to calculate this. So for this type of question, so we need to make the table, okay. So for the table, suppose for the dealer, because we need to calculate all the GST or IGST paid by the him means that for the dealer, for the dealer. Suppose our table will look like this, okay. So next will be our SGST, CGST and IGST, okay, for the dealer. So as the rate of GST is 12%, so IGST will be 12%, CGST will be half of this, that is your 6%, and SGST will be also 6%, okay. Now first one. So first you can see there are two type of transaction, that is interstate, yeah, all the transaction are interstate, I think, okay. So the dealer, that is the furniture dealer that was in Delhi, supplied a good worth rupees 4,50,000 to a dealer in Chennai. Means the goods are traveling from Delhi to Chennai, that is it is an your 4,50,000 is the transaction. This transaction is the interstate transaction. So at the interstate transaction he have to pay the output tax, okay. So output tax payable at rupees 4,50,000, and this transaction is interstate transaction. Interstate means different state. So for different state, which GST will be applicable? Only the IGST will be applicable. So if we calculate the 12% of, because the IGST is, this is your at the rate, okay, this symbol is our at the rate. So 12% of 4,50,000. So 12% means 12 by 100 into 4,50,000. So if we calculate, so we will get 45 into 12, that is 5 to the 10, carry 1, 4 to the 8, 1, 9, 1 5 is 5, 1 4 is 4, 0, 4, 5, 5 40, and 2 zeros are there. So 54,000. So this will be our 54,000. Okay, and there will be no CGST or SGST for this transaction. Now again, what he have done in a second case, you can say that the dealer have again sold the good worth rupees 6 lakh within the Delhi. So dealer was in Delhi and he sold goods for 6 lakh. So that 6 lakh he sold it. So tax collected on selling price by selling the goods at the price that he is selling, the tax collected on that price is the output tax. So this is also output because he have sold 4,50,000, value of 4,50,000 to Chennai. Again he sold another goods 6 lakh within Delhi. So he have to again pay the output tax, or he will pay, yes, output tax payable at rupees 6 lakh. 100, 1,000, lakh, 6 lakh. Okay, and this transaction was in Delhi. So dealer was in Delhi and he was and the transaction was also in Delhi. So it is the same state. Same state means intra-state. This is our intra-state transaction. So in intra-state transaction, what we have? We have only the CGST and SGST. There will be no IGST. Okay, so CGST is 6%. So we need to calculate the 6%. That is 6% of 6 lakh. So if we calculate it, we will get 6 6 is 36. So rupees 30. Okay, 36 in the CGST. 1 tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So rupees 36,000. And again SGST will be also 6%. So 6% of 6 lakh will be again 36,000. Fine. So we have another statement, that is the total value of his receipt. Total value, in the total value of the receipt, he have to pay the ITC. You need to remember that in the total value of his receipt, in that amount he have to pay the input tax. Okay, so you need to always remember that the total value of his receipt, at that price he have to pay the ITC. So again you have to remember that transaction was within the state or in the different state. So if you read it again, that the total value of his receipt was 8 lakh, and if he purchases entire stock from the manufacturer in Delhi, so he have purchased entire stock from the Delhi. So dealer was in Delhi. Okay, so and he purchased his entire stock from Delhi. So it is the same state transaction. So ITC, input tax credit, at rupees 8 lakh. Okay, and this transaction is also our intrastate transaction. Okay, so in intrastate we have CGST and SGST. So CGST is 6%. 6% of 8 lakh is 8 5 is 48, 8 6 is 48. It will be 48,000, and this will be also 48,000 because SGST is also 48,000. Now here comes the crucial step. Okay, so you have to remember that the question was find the net IGST, net CGST. So how we calculate the GST payable? It is your output minus input. Okay, so output minus input. So if we see it, so output minus input. So first if we see the IGST part. Okay, so for IGST part there is 54,000 of output and there is nothing input. Okay, but again if we see that in CGST part our output is 36,000, this is your output, and input he have 48,000. That means how much tax he have to pay? SGST, your CGST, output minus input. Okay, So we can say that the output, this is our output, this is our input. How much amount of tax we pay? What is the formula? GST payable. What was the formula for GST payable? That is our output minus input. Okay, so you have to see that we have discussed the utilization of GST. So in the previous previous video, in the earlier video, we have calculated the utilization of GST part. So if you remember the utilization of GST part, so what was that? The ITC. Okay, the ITC left for the dealer. So he uses the ITC. So you can open the page number 4, that is your section number 6 and your part 2, that is utilization of ITC. So in that section you can read that the amount of ITC available to any registered dealer, the amount of ITC available to any registered dealer shall be utilized to reduce the output tax. Okay, so this ITC, what is the ITC? This ITC will be used to reduce this output device, not the output, it is used to reduce the output tax liability. Okay, so how to reduce it? So for this, first you have to remember that he need to pay 36,000 but he have 48,000, so he have more money. Okay, he have to pay 36,000 but in his pocket he have 36,000. So what he will do? He will pay the total 36,000. That means he will utilize it. So next row will be utilization. Utilization, utilization of ITC. How he will utilize it? He will first utilize the ITC to pay the output. So he have to pay 36,000 but he have 48,000. So obviously he can pay 36,000. So he have to pay 36,000. Which pay? This one. That is the output. He have to pay 36,000. So from his pocket he will pay 36,000. Okay, so you have to remember that out of 48,000 he have paid 36,000. So how much money left with him? He left with 12,000. So again in this section as GST he have to pay 36,000 but he have 48,000. So what he will do? He will pay the total of 36,000. So again from 48,000 he have paid 36,000. So how much money left with him? So it is 12,000. So from SGST he have 12,000 and from CGST he have 12,000. So if we combine these two, so we have 12 plus 12, it is 24,000. That means he have 24,000 left. So that 24,000, what he will do? You can see the IGST part. For IGST he have to pay 54,000 but he have only 24,000. So what he will do? He will use this 24,000 to reduce the 54,000 payload. Okay, so for the 54,000 he will pay only 24,000 because he have only 24,000 and nothing. Okay, so I think it is clear. So he have utilized the ITC. Now we will check what amount of tax he have to pay now. So in the last column, what we will do? In the last column we will make net tax payable by dealer. So out of 54,000 he have only paid 24,000. So how much money left? So he left only 30,000. That means he have to pay an IGST of 30,000. Okay, so in CGST part, so output was 36 or he have paid total amount, so he don't have to pay any CGST. Again in SGST section he output was 36,000 and he have already paid totally 36,000, so he need not to pay any SGST also. So in the final step, so you can say, so what we can conclude, that therefore the dealer has to pay an IGST of rupees 30,000 only, and there will be no CGST in SGST. Okay, CGST will be nil and SGST will be nil. Okay, so this type of question will be asked, okay, in from question number 20 to 24. So 21 is also same, 22 is also same, 23 is also same. So you need to just utilize it. Okay, so how you will utilize the tax? So suppose we do another question. Suppose 21 is homework, so you can do 20. Okay, if you can take 21 to be homework. Okay, so we will do 22. Okay, so let us do 22. Okay, 21 will be homework, so we will do question number 22. So page number 15. So if you read the question is the dealer supplied electrical item worth rupees 1,70,000. One stands. Okay. So a dealer supplied an electrical items worth rupees 17 lakh. Okay, worth rupees 17 lakh in interstate. Interstate means different state, and worth another it is 3 lakh in transaction within the state. So 17 lakh in the different state and 3 lakh in the same state. Okay, and the total value of the good of his receipt was 15 lakh, and this 15 lakh was in the interstate, that is in the different state. So you can see that GST is 18% and we need to calculate the IGST, CGST and SGST. So first thing, that which will be your output? Output will be the dealer supplied. The transaction was the output tax will be collected on rupees 17 lakh and 3 lakh, and we use ITC, or we calculate the ITC on the total value of the receipt. You need to remember that we calculate ITC on the total value of his receipt. So again we have to make the table for the dealer. So for the dealer, so we need to make SGST at the rate CGST at the rate and IGST at the rate. So you can see that the rate of GST is 18%. So IGST will be same 18%. CGST will be half of 18%. That is, it will be 9%, and SGST is also 9%. Now we will calculate it. Okay. So first transaction was 17 lakh. He, the dealer, supplied an electric items worth rupees 17 lakh in interstate. It is already mentioned that it is interstate. Okay. So in that amount, output tax will be liable. So output tax payable at rupees 17 lakh. Okay, and this transaction was our interstate transaction. Okay, so in interstate transaction, that is the different state transaction, we have only IGST. Okay, so IGST is 18%. So we need to calculate the 18%, that is 18 by 100 into 17 lakh. So if we calculate, so 18 into 17, it is 306 into so we will get rupees 3,06,000. Okay, so this is the your IGST, and there will be no CGST and SGST. Why? Because the transaction is interstate. So in interstate only we apply the IGST part. Okay, again in the question you can see that he have done another transaction worth rupees 3 lakh within the state. So that will be also, he have to that at that 3 lakh again output tax will be liable. So output tax payable at rupees 3 lakh. Okay, and this is again our we can say within the state. Within the state means intra-state. This is our intra-state transaction. So in intra-state transaction we have only CGST and as GST. So CGST is 9%. So 9% of 3 lakh. So if we calculate, so 9 3 is 27. So this will be our 27,000. So rupees 27,000. So as SGST is also 9%, so tax amount will be same. That means it will be also 27,000. Okay. So now the total value of his receipt. So total value of his receipt was 15 lakh. So at that total value of his receipt, we calculate the ITC. Okay. So next what we will do, we will calculate the ITC at which price? At rupees 15 lakh. Okay. 1 tens 100,000 10,000 lakh. 1 tens 100,000 10,000 lakh 10 lakh. Okay. So, and this transaction, the transaction of 15 lakh was your interstate. It is also interstate transaction, already mentioned in the book. So okay, so interstate transaction, that means in the different state we have only IGST. So we need to calculate the 18%. So 18% means 18 by 100 into 1 lakh into 15 lakh. So if we calculate 2020 cancel, so what will be 18 into 15? 5 8 is 40, 0 carry 4, 5 1 is 5 4 9, 1 8 is 8, 1 1 is 1. So 0 9 8 17, 1 1 2. So we have extra 1 2 3 3 zeros. So we need to add 1 2 3 zeros. So 2,70,000. So that means rupees 2,70,000. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now we have to utilize the ITC to reduce the output tax. So you will see that how we utilize it. Okay. So our next will be our, we can say, utilization. So if I say there will be no utilization here, why there will be no utilization here? Because the IGST he have to pay 3,60,000, and he have the ITC at the IGST, it is 2,70,000. That means he don't have enough money to pay the CGST or SGST, because in the previous video, so not the previous video, previous section, so he don't have any amount in ITC section. So you can see that this section was our ITC section, so he don't have any amount here. So what he have done, first he have used 48,000 to pay 36,000, and again 48,000 to pay this 36,000, and the amount remaining, that is 24,000, he paid to IGST. But in this question you can see that he don't have anything here, nil. Okay, he don't have anything in the section of CGST and IGST. So what he have and that, so so here, so you can see that he have to pay only the IGST, because in the IGST section output is 3,06,000. Okay, but he have only 2,70,000. So he cannot use this 2,70,000 to pay your CGST or SGST first. Why? Because he have lower money. So if that means in the IGST section he have to pay 3,06,000, but he have money less than 3,06,000, because he have only 2,70,000. So if he have money more than 3,06,000, that what he would have done, he have paid that 3,06,000 to IGST, and the remaining money would be paid to your CGST and SGST. But here he have ITC less than the output IGST, so there will be no utilization section. So directly what we can calculate, the net tax payable by dealer. So you can see that he have to pay 3,60,000, 6,000, but he have only 2,70,000. So if we calculate it, if we subtract it, so 3,06,000 minus 2,76, this will be your 36,000. That means he have to pay an IGST of 36,000, and in the CGST the output is 27,000, but he don't have any money, any ITC to pay this 27,000. So he have to pay the total money 27,000. As well as in SGST section there is no any input, so he have to pay the total 27,000. Okay, so what is the net tax payable by the dealer? So net IGST payable by the dealer will be 36,000, net CGST payable by the dealer will be 27,000, and net SGST payable by the dealer will be 27,000. Okay, so in question number 23, okay, so let us do the question number 23 also. You will understand the difference of how to calculate utilization, where to calculate utilization and where not to calculate utilization. So in question number 23, you can see that, so first we make the table. So this will be the section of SGST at the rate, then we have CGST at the rate, and our IGST at the rate, and it is the for the dealer. Okay, so we can so you can read the question that a dealer supplied automobile spare parts worth rupees 7 lakh in interstate transaction and worth another rupees 5 lakh in transaction within the state. So he have done two transaction, that is one is our interstate transaction worth rupees 7 lakh and intrastate transaction worth rupees 5 lakh, and the total value of his receipt is our 11 lakh. Okay, and this transaction was our interstate transaction, that is in the different state. Okay, so output tax, so first our rate of GST is 28%, so IGST will be 28% and CGST will be the half of 28%, so half of 28 will be 14% and SGST will be also 14%. Okay, so output tax payable, so first output tax payable will be at rupees the 7 lakh. Okay, and this transaction is already mentioned, it is interstate transaction. Clear? So interstate transaction means within the same within the different states. So if it is in different state, only IGST will be applicable, no CGST, no SGST. Okay, so we have to calculate the 28%. 28% means 28 by 100 into 7 lakh. So if we calculate to 7 8 is 56, carry 5, 7 to the 14, 14 5 19. So 1 2 3 3 zeros, 1 2 3. So it is our 1,96,000. So 28% of 7 lakh will be 1,96,000. Okay. Now second, he have done another transaction, that is output tax payable at rupees, he have done another transaction of rupees 5 lakh, and this transaction was within the state. Within the state means intrastate transaction. So if it is the within the state, we will have CGST and SGST, and CGST is 14%. So 14% means 14 by 100 into 5 lakh, because this tax will be applicable on 5 lakh. So if we calculate 2020 cancel, 15 4 the 5 4 the 20, carry to 5 5 5 6 7 7 and 30. So it is 70,000. So CGST will be rupees 70,000, and as SGST is also your 14%, it will be also 70,000. Okay, now the next net value. So at the total value of his receipt, we will calculate the ITC. So ITC will be calculated at rupees 11 lakh. Okay, so next will be our ITC at rupees 11 lakh, and this transaction was our ITC. You can see that is interstate transaction. Interstate transaction. Okay, so in interstate transaction only IGST will be applicable. So IGST is 28%. So 28% of 11 lakh. So if we calculate, so 1 8 is 8, 1 to the 2, 1 8 is 8, 1 to the 2. So 8 9 10, carry 1 3. So this will be 3 zeros. That means 3,08,000. So he have ITC in IGST section, that is 3,08,000. Now you can see the difference that in IGST section output is so you can see that in IGST section your output is 1,96,000. That means he have to pay 1,96,000, but he have much more money than 1,96,000. He have 3,08,000. That means he have to pay 1,96,000, but he have more than 1,96,000. Now what he will do? Now he will utilize it. So if he have money more than the output tax, then the utilization section will come out. Okay. Next, what he will do? He will utilize it. Utilization of ITC. So he have to pay 1,96,000. He have 3,08,000. So what he will do? He will completely pay the 1,96,000. That means he will completely pay 1,96,000. So this portion is cleared. Okay. So how much money he have left? So he have left. So you can see that in 3,08,000 he have already 3,08,000, but he have paid 1,96,000. So how much money left with him? So if we subtract it, we will get the answer. So 0 0, it is 6 7 8 2. So 9 1 10, 1,12,000. Okay. So he have 1,12,000. So from 1,12,000, now we will move to the CGST section. So in CGST section he have to pay 70,000. So he have more than 70,000 in his pocket. That is, he have 1,12,000. So from 1,12,000, what he will do? He will pay the 70,000. Okay, he will completely pay this 70,000. Okay, so how much money he will left? 0 0 0. So 2 7 4 11. Yeah. So he left only 42,000. Now in the SGST section, so in the last section, that is our SGST. In SGST section, he need to pay 70,000, but he have only 42,000. That means he don't have enough money to pay. So what he will do? He will use this ITC to reduce the output. So he will only pay the 42,000 only. So you have utilized all the money of ITC to pay IGST, to pay CGST, but he don't have enough money to pay the SGST part. So the money which he have, he utilized it to reduce the tax. Okay. So now we will calculate the net GST payable by the dealer. So last section will be net tax payable by the dealer. So in 1,96,000, he have already paid 1,96,000. So there will be he no need to pay the IGST part. So in CGST part, he have 70,000 to pay. He have paid 70,000. So he don't need to pay any CGST. But in SGST section, you can see that in SGST section, he need to pay 70,000. But he have paid only 42,000. So how much extra money he have to pay? He have to pay, if we subtract it, 70,000 minus 42,000, we will get 28,000. That means he have to only pay 28,000 of SGST. So either you can write, already this line is sufficient, but you can mention also that therefore the dealer has to pay SGST of rupees 28,000 only, and there will be no IGST and CGST because he have already cleared it. He have utilized the ITC to clear all that amount. Okay, so you have to remember that if ITC is more than output, then utilization will be there, but if ITC is less than the output, then there will be no utilization section. Okay, so question number 24 is also same. So 24 will be your homework. So in chapter 1 we have discussed all the question, all the problem, all the type of questions that may ask in your examination. So go through all the question properly, practice it 2 to 3 times. Okay, then only you will understand. And if you left practicing question for 1 day or 2 days, again you will forget it. So understand the concept first, how to utilize it, when we can uh, when we have to apply our IGST or CGST or SGST. So concept like that you need to clear first. Okay, so if you have doubt, then you can feel free to contact me. Okay, so from the next video we will continue the chapter number 2, that is banking part. It is very easy chapter, we have only 1 or 2 formula. Okay, so till then practice it. So from the next video we will continue the next chapter number 2. So our first chapter is done completely. Okay, thank you.